They've used disabled children and send kids as a political football. That's what they've done. Because
no. Hang on a minute, because I want to be absolutely clear about what you're saying, and I appreciate that. So we'll talk about send as well, as specifically.
No, because those children have homeschool transport too.
No. I get that. But are you saying fundamentally that letter didn't say, I want to change it so it's 3 miles to 5 miles?
If you read the letter, and this is the thing, if we read the letter properly, it says that under analysis given by officers, if you do X, you will then cut the cohort of people by X amount of percent. If you read the letter, it does not suggest, it suggests and gives analysis of something that could happen. The SEND children will be protected and the disabled, that's a different issue, right? But for those 7,500 children that haven't got a disability, that may live more than 3 miles away or things, we have to look at a better option.
Tell us whether you support bicycle buses as part of a sustainable school travel strategy. And if so, will you commit to ensure that they are backed by the necessary infrastructure?
Thank you. No, I haven't yet heard of these bicycle buses. I'm looking forward to hearing what these are. I don't think we've had them up in the north yet, so I don't know what our residents have seen them. If not, I don't know what these are. So I'll definitely have a look at these bicycle buses. If you could maybe explain to me now what are these? Bikes on buses? I don't know.
Well, I don't need to explain it to you, because I know that the bicycle mayor has requested to meet with you and to take you on a bicycle ride, and you have refused him. So maybe rather than me explaining it to him, you could ask the bicycle mayor and actually meet him.
I'll definitely meet with the bicycle mayor in my office. I think that would be a good idea. I don't really want to be going around riding bikes. I've got a very busy person, but I can definitely organise a meeting with him to talk more about this bicycle bus. So yeah, but absolutely not. No, the administration and myself do not regret writing the letter. It's the best thing for the council, and it's the best thing for those disabled children. What's your question?
Oh, well, I'll repeat it for a third time. Yeah. Please confirm that you think a 10-mile round trip is an unreasonable distance for an 8-year-old child to walk to school and back. Are you going to answer the question?
Sorry, repeat the question once more, sorry.
Please confirm that you think a 10-mile round trip is an unreasonable distance for an 8-year-old child to walk to school and back. And if you didn't hear it that time, I'm not asking again.
I just want to advise and remind Councillor Scott to remain professional when asking questions. And faces like that are not appropriate and not needed. But to answer your question, it isn't right to make children walk those miles, and I never said we would. I think that's where parents need to step in, as well as the council, to make sure that we work on the best efforts for those children. So I have answered your question, and I just want to remind Councillor Scott to just, turn the temperature down a bit, please.
Thank you for answering the question.
Would it be reasonable that the parents take those children to and from school? If they've got SEND needs and disabilities, fine, we will support that, and we always will do. But there has to be an element of parental responsibility here. The council needs to live within the means. Myself, Councillor Briggs and Councillor Warren, portfolio holders for education and transport, we're working with officers to try and communicate our concerns as an administration and as the leader of the council. When we did send the letter to national government, it was with the support as leader of the council. I wrote it, so yeah.
Not in my name, because you did not speak to me, you did not speak to my fellow councillors, you did not speak at a meeting about this and let us discuss it. You're perfectly entitled to say what you like when you like, but don't do it in my name and in other people's names.
So just to clarify, as the administration got the lead of the council and portfolio holders, and we're running the council, we have to communicate to every single councillor whenever we do anything. Then what would be the point of holding administration and the leader of the council? That's the executive powers of cabinet and of the leader to then write letters on behalf of the council with the title of leader underneath to do so. So that's the whole point of doing that. If I didn't, then who is going to lead the council? Keith? Okay.
Could you please confirm whether you were aware of the letter sent by Councillor Finch, the leader of this council, to the Secretary of State for Education regarding home-to-school transport prior to it being sent?
I'm going to say yes, yes.
Thank you. So if you are aware, as you say you are, can you share your views on whether the letter addresses the key challenges around home-to-school transport, and could you highlight what you believe are the key challenges?
We are looking at different options for the review of home-to-school transport, which was the mileage, and that would have been included in our findings and the data that we are now collecting.
Thank you, but what are the key challenges with the mileage? The letter and Councillor Finch's responses on BBC CWR a couple of weeks ago were quite contradictory.
Well, it's the difference if we can get people to travel 2 miles or 3 miles, that gives us a broader outlook of what we can do for statutory rights, what we have to do by law. So that's the reason that was in having all data and all different types of data provided by the officers, which we will use to make some decisions, and that's really all I've got to say on that letter.
But are you aware, in that letter it was making some suggestions of savings? Are you aware of the actual savings of the total budget that would make? I.e., are you aware of the split between the SEND transport needs and those that are in mainstream education?
Yes, we're completely aware of that. We're completely aware, and they're both being treated completely separately. This will not affect the SEND. We are looking at it holistically on who's got what, who needs what their special needs are. So we're not just blanketing everything. We're doing a thorough investigation on home-to-school transport.
Thank you. So if you're aware of the split, can you tell this committee, so £50 million for home-to-school transport has been mentioned. Can you tell me what portion of that is the SEND element?
The portion for the SEND is 2,734 and the balance is EHCR.
Cost, sorry.
So the cost is, I think it's up to 47 million now.
So the overall cost is about going to be 50 million for the year. What cost is for the SEND element of that 50 million?
I actually haven't got that, but I can get back to you with it.
I can tell you, it's about 30 million.
Okay.
Which is a large percentage.
Yeah.
And maybe that's something you need to consider.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be looking at the figures alongside all the data. That's a fact. But thank you for that.